A very good Monday morning, everybody. I hope you had a very good weekend. So it's Monday morning, it's my day off today, so the aircraft's on its annual. I'm going to get something for the back of the aircraft. We put all the stuff, like the oils and the fuel sticks and the fuel testers in the back of the plane. It's in a tatty box at the moment, so I'm going to get it a nice box just to put that in. And because it's my day off as well, a lot of people have been recommending to go up to this flight store in Huddersfield, so I thought I'd go and check that out. And I'm going to do a little bit of a talk on flight training and the cost element as well. A lot of people say, are there any, sneaky or special ways to fund flight training instead of running just directly to the bank and, getting in debt? So, yeah, you can stay tuned today. The camera is going to be coming along with me for the full day. So, a few recordings today of the flight shop and also that talk as well. So, probably do a bit of recording at the local airfield as well. Here we are, we're at the flight school. Right, time to go and deliver this box to the plane and then we'll get over to the pilot shop. Lovely 172. Now that plane over there has been abandoned for God knows how long. Lovely plane, what a shame. There you go, that's mine. I am delivering this box with a box of rags in. I'll show you what I'll be replacing. There we go. So, here's a box. And that there is the tatty box, as I call it. So I'm going to replace that with something a little bit better. Box, nice and fresh, good for the oil. We have to have a rescue link on the 406 megahertz personal locator beacon. It's a requirement now in flying. Some rags for the oil, tape, fuel testers, so it looks a lot more organised now, which is always a bonus.
Northeast on Netherthorpe Road towards Back Lane.
That's just the sat nav. Well, done at the airfield. The aircraft's in for its big annual check, so it's going to get scrutinised, making sure that the aircraft is airworthy for another year to fly. Okay, so we got about an hour on the GPS, so we're going to be going up to the flight store.
Road towards Whitwell Road.
I'll shut there up. We're going to be going to the flight store in Huddersfield to check out. It's quite a good variety of pilot equipment and also a good variety of aircraft equipment as well. Also your usual gifts as well, and I've heard they've got a mini flight simulator there that should be interesting as well. So yeah, I'll get some good footage and see what it's all about. If there's any American people watching out there, just to let you know, if you ever come to the UK and decide to fly from a grass strip or to a grass strip and you're driving, expect to come down these really tiny roads. On occasion you get other people speeding past you that don't really care, but just a word of warning, very small roads. That's a good example. Shop, absolutely fantastic place. I'll put all the links and directions below after the video. But in regards to the big question, really, flight training, and with flight training, the big price tag. Now, when it comes to flight training, what I found was, you look at that price tag and you think, well, how on earth am I meant to fund that sort of expense? And really, what I recommend to a lot of people these days is that try to look at flight training as a business investment. So what I mean by that is that instead of doing the default, way of running straight to the bank and getting highly in debt, what you want to do is you want to think, well, I need to have a financial plan in force. And also, when you're looking at flight schools and choosing your training and where to go, you're wanting to look for the most cost-effective route, but also the most manageable route as well. So the way I look at it is, why not work for yourself? Set up a business. That business can be anything. And that business has the ability for you to make an investment that can be a little bit painful at first, but you've got to look at the bigger picture, or in the long run, you'd make the money through that business and work for yourself. So you're able to achieve the maximum benefits of working for yourself than working for somebody else when you'd be on a wage. So by doing that there, you can manage your diary accordingly, but also you can manage flight training and fit flight training into your schedule, your diary, whenever it suits you. So there's that option. The other option as well is, by making the investment as well, you can, again, like we said before, make the funds through the business that you do, and then when the time comes when you want to sell the business, you can get that investment back. So that tends to be a more smarter, more efficient way of doing things than basically just going straight to the bank, getting a loan, getting highly in debt. I think it's important to stress that when it comes to flight training, you must manage your quality of life. So in other words, you don't want to be making yourself bankrupt and putting massive, large chunks of money down. As an example, there was a lady in Ireland that ran a cupcake baking business. Now you'd think, well, how would cupcakes fund flight training? Well, what she did was she set it up as her own business, made an investment, and with that investment, she was able to work in her own cafe, sell as many cupcakes as possible, and then after that, she made the money for flight training. The way I did it is I set up a flight simulator business, and I'm still running that business today, which is really, really successful. I'm constantly busy. It keeps me in a flow of work as well. It keeps me in a business, and the ability to manage my own diary and be my own boss is really good. And I keep flying on the sidelines as well at the local airfield, which is really, really nice. So these things are very important. Always have a financial plan. Never ever just leap into training and just think, right, okay, I'm just going to chuck money at the training and have massive gaps, and holes in the bank account. The way to look at it is, have a financial plan. Let's just say you are in a job. When I left school, I worked in a local supermarket just to drag money through, but you have to manage your money accordingly. Put so much towards flight training, so much towards yourself, and then so much towards cost of living. You must be smart when it comes to laying money on the table. That's very, very important. There are a lot of salesmen out there. Be very, very careful who you go with, and make sure that the flight school has a good reputation, and they're not just there for you to sign the dotted line and take your money. You should have the ability to set up an account with any flight school. Never go with a flight school that's asking for the money up front and also in full. Alright, so very, very important things when it comes to choosing the flight school. But the money side, be smart, financial plan, and manage accordingly. Alright, remember, yes, age is a factor. I will admit that. The younger you are, the more time you have on your hands, but when it comes to aviation, you have to be patient. Alright, so be very, very patient, and you will get there in the end. So I hope that's just give you a little bit of a few tips when it comes to the money side of things. It can take 2 years, it can take 10 years, but as long as you get there in the end, that is the most important thing. Flight store that's just behind me, go and check them out. They're located at Huddersfield. Again, I'm going to put all the details after the video. I'll put it down in the comment section just down there in the literature, so you can check that out. They've got everything from clothing, kneeboards, bags, aircraft related things. The list really does run away. It really, really does. So fantastic shop. It's been about an hour's drive for me to get here, but go and check them out. You can also shop online at flightstore.com as well. Well, there you go. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching another one of my videos. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and if you're enjoying the channel, please give it a subscribe. Any comments, feel free to comment below and I'll answer them as quickly as possible. Thanks again.